Inikamosi, the fantastic hot stepper. You're listening to Andy Snowden on Calon FM with music from stage and screen, and you're more than welcome to it.
Community radio
at its best.
Calon FM.
Tell me what's happening, what's the buzz? Tell me what's happening, what's the buzz? Tell me what's happening, what's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
Well, what is the buzz? What is going on in and around the Wrexham area, you might ask? Where can I take my girlfriend tonight, Andy? Well, I'll tell you right now. Now, every town, every city in this land, this year, this week, this month, will have a pantomime, and Wrexham is no exception. This year, up at the Stiwt Theatre in, here we go, Roslanestligrug. My son's laughing at me now. In Roslanestligrug, we'll call it Rose, right? They are tonight, it starts tonight, they are doing Cinderella. And this show is starring local lass, Charlotte Knowles. She's playing Cinderella. And she's returning home for Christmas. And also, again, Michael Jenkins, he returns as the director and is playing henchman Dan Deeney. I popped up to the Stiwt on Tuesday afternoon to have a chat with the cast. And I started with Charlotte and Michael, and I think from what she's saying, I think she's quite pleased to be home.
I've done pantos in London, but this is the first one in North Wales. Got this job and thought, great, I can be at home first Christmas. Yeah, really great. I'm chuffed.
Fantastic. How are you finding it?
I love it. I have so much fun. And it's the comedy, the dress, it's everything that I love. That's why I wanted to be an actor, because I just love all of that.
I was astonished to learn that you've only just been doing it since Saturday.
I know, a week's rehearsals.
You must have had a heart attack when they told you that was the deal.
Well, some companies, with Panto, you do a week, and then some you might get 2 weeks, but you can do it in a week. I mean, there's a lot of pressure, you have to really kind of knuckle down, but you can do it. Yeah. It's doable. You just have to be off book before you come to rehearsals and know all your stuff, and then you can play around then and kind of work out what you're doing.
I've done some things in the past, and I usually find working in the rehearsal, that helps learn stuff.
Oh yeah, it
cements actually
things in your head.
Yeah.
You do your housemate's head in, you're singing constantly, and then you have to, it's the life of it. But it's good fun, because when you've got the audience, it changes again, because then you've got their kind of participation in with it, and it just adds that extra bit of magic. Yeah. And you've got the nerves and the adrenaline push through.
So is this like a big show for you? You're just playing Cinderella, of course.
Yes,
so everybody needs an ego boost like that, don't they?
Know, it's brilliant. I love it.
You played Cinderella before?
No, I've done Aladdin, and that was in London last year. But no, it's first time doing the show Cinderella.
Yeah. But and all the kids will love you.
They love it, yeah. And I get to wear beautiful dresses, so I don't mind. I get to just look pretty, which is great.
So is it like a whole big song and dance numbers? Is that how it deals?
A lot of songs. Even when I've done musical theatre shows where I've played because I did Sandy in Greece, I have more songs in this than I did with that. I've got so many songs.
How many songs have you got?
I've got 6, 7. And even with Greece, when I did that around Europe, I had about 3. So this is vocally, I've just got lots of honey, lemon, sleep.
And it's 2 shows a day almost, every day?
Every day, 2 shows. You're making me nervous now.
It's a big ask though, isn't it? Because I think people assume that pantomime is kind of like
it's easy, and it's not.
Yeah, like an end-of-term
really
giggle.
Demanding.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the fun, and there's more kind of room where you can play around and ad-lib and add those sort of things.
Yeah.
But it's very challenging and vocally challenging.
Yeah.
Here we are, one year on. It's going really well. We've got a very different cast this year and a very different script. Cinderella is the public's favourite pantomime. We've got sort of a fantastic setup of actors. Ricky, obviously from Towie, he's doing this Prince Charming role. And he tells me that Towie wasn't scripted, but he deals with a script very well. So I would hazard a guess that he's used to reading from a script. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been vocal coaching him as well, because singing isn't his forte, but I think the public will be extremely surprised. He's got a voice, he has got a voice, and he's sounding great. So he's taken it in his stride. We've also just got local girl Charlotte Knowles as well. She's come back from London, but she's originally from this area. Great script, a really great script. Unique because we don't have all the characters you'd expect. It's a bit more tighter knitted. We have Buttons, and we have the Prince Charming, Cinderella, of course, the two ugly sisters, and then the character I'm playing, Dandini, which is the prince's best man, you know, his aide. No high heels for me this year. This is a real shame. Do you know what? For the end of the run last year, I grew rather fond of the makeup and high heels. It's pretty good at applying the mascara. I think I really did enjoy it, to be fair. But yeah, the comedy for me this year isn't as physical. So I'm feeling, I'm sitting in the rehearsal studio thinking I'm not doing anything because I'm so used to last year to be really physical with the character. Yeah. This is it's actually more reliant on the script. It's quite pun heavy. My character's comedy. Right. Whereas previously with Widow Twankey, it's all about the physicality of the character. Yeah. And the puns was flown naturally. It's a good role, Dandini, though, because I actually get to be the prince. I actually get to be the prince for a day. And I wear the royal sash. Oh, yes. So that the prince can see what it's like to be a common person. So, yeah, I get to be the prince, so there we go. Excellent. And referred to as the ugly one, which is all right, you know. Yeah. And I presume there's plenty of songs and... Yeah, lots of songs in there. We do the famous 12 Days of Christmas, which we haven't done in this venue for 3 years. So that's quite fun. You get to see Buttons running up and down the stage, and he's really sweating by the end of it. And this panto is quite unique. It's not as traditional as your usual pantomime. You know, we have real current pop songs in the show. So this year we've got Hold My Hand by Jess Glynn as one of the numbers. Who chooses the songs? It's on the production team, so I liaise, as a director, I liaise with the producer about what we're going to put in, but it's about cost. So this show has been done before on the Epstein, it's done really well, so we're just using the same songs that they had. Oh, right. We make minor adjustments to the keys of the songs, and the musical director will come in and change the key and add different instruments. But yeah, it's because it exists already, the show. There's lots of flexibility within the direction, and that's what I focus on. And I'm really keen to make sure that the character is bold as anything, because pantomime, you know, you shouldn't have to really think about what's going on. No. You know, this isn't a piece of Brecht. It's in your face, on the spoon, in your gob kind of thing. Yeah. And all the characters are really bold. So I'm working with the actors at the moment, they're doing really, really well, to make sure everything is huge. Yeah. And I kind of compare it to the Simpsons pantomime, because it's very visual for kids, and the kids will find the kind of slapstick a bit really funny. Yeah. But the underpinning stuff, you know, the crude jokes are so disguised that the kids don't know what they are, but the parents will find them absolutely hilarious. Yes. Which is the magic of this kind of show and this style of performance. And I think that's why pantomime is the most loved type of performance, because all the family can come together, which is really good. I'm a big believer that every move that you do, or everything that you do on stage in pantomime, has to be considered. There's no just walking on and just, you know, making it up. It's none of that. No. That comes later, when you absolutely know the ins and outs of your track and what you're doing. The ad-libs come afterwards, and they're natural. I don't say to the cast, well, this bit you can just do what you want. That doesn't happen. No. Everything's considered, and if there's an opportunity to ad-lib and to add something, then so be it. You know, and that's what comes naturally. And very often we'll get to like week 2 of the run, and the cast have been adding little bits and bobs here. Very often I'll take things out, so we won't use that, or we'll keep things, or develop something. So brilliant. Each show is very, very different. There's not one show the same. Never.
So there you go, that's Charlotte Knowles and Michael Jenkins. And Charlotte Knowles is obviously playing Cinderella. Michael's rather pretty, but not quite pretty enough for that role yet. And Michael is playing Dandini, and he's also the director. He's busy. Opens tonight at the Stiwt until the 31st of December. Grab yourself a pen. I will give you all the details about how to get tickets and all the rest of it after we hear from Prince Charming himself, Mr. Ricky Rayment. Now, Ricky Rayment, he is from, as Michael just said, he's from The Only Way is Essex. But I asked him for all the uninitiated and anyone who's never seen the programme, what was Towie all about? And he started by giving us a quick rundown on what on earth it's all about. Here he is, Mr. Ricky Rayment.
They say it's a structured reality show, is what they call it. That's the sort of lingo for it. But it's sort of, you're just a programme that followed your life, your relationships, your arguments, your happy places. It was alright.
Is it like a soap? Is it?
It's like a real soap.
It's not staged at all?
No, it's obviously they can't catch all the moments as they happen. So they will, like, say if I was to have an argument with someone, I'd ring them and say, look, I've had a row with them. And they say, all right, okay, we're going to set it up at the park. They'll have the cameras there. I'll be there, and he'll walk across or something. If I was having an argument with a friend or something, he'll walk into the scene, I'll be like, what's happening? And we'd have to talk about our argument or have the argument or whatever.
Just recreate it?
In a way, but obviously you can't really recreate things. So you'd talk about it.
Right.
Be like, talk about the argument, and normally it would probably go back into the argument. Do you know what I mean? So it just depends on what the situation is. But there's no scripts or anything like that.
So were you in the first series of it?
For 4th until the 14th, 13th.
My God, how many have there been?
I think they're on 16 or 17 now.
Really?
I think, yeah.
So how did you get involved in it then?
I knew a couple of the people that were on the cast, and they just put me forward for it. I didn't know at the time, and then I got a phone call and they said, do you want to come down for an interview? And went from there.
So it wasn't like you didn't have to audition or anything?
You have to go up. There was 1,000 boys that went for it, so you have to go up there. You go on. They test you on screen and ask you questions and see how you are in front of cameras and whatever. And then if you was fitted what they wanted, then obviously did. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it was decent.
And your life hasn't been the same since.
Yeah, and then just sort of went a bit crazy. But it's just quietened down now. Like, it's not as crazy as it was, obviously, but got used to it now, sort of thing. Yeah.
So this panto, this is your first panto?
Yeah.
Is this your first show you've done? Is this
Yeah.
That you've done no sort of acting or anything?
No, I've filmed a movie that comes out in April.
What's that?
Again, it's called Name of the Game. It's all very, very new to me, but apparently I'm doing alright. So I think I'll be alright, to be honest. I'm not really a singer, but I've got to sing 2 songs, so
right.
That's my main worry at the minute, is the singing. But obviously I'm not known as a singer, so I don't think people expect me to be going whoa, spelting them out and whatever.
No. But you've had a single out, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had a few out. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. They're just my pal's a producer. He's sort of like, he wanted to get his name out there. I don't really sing, but he was like, can we make some tracks and put them out there? And it helped his name get out there. So I just done them with him. And the first one I done was on the show, on Towie, and that got to number 40, charted at 40. So it's top 40.
Now you want my number, but I'm not that easy. Nah, I'm not that easy. Easy. Nah, I'm not that easy. I'm not that easy.
And then the others, we just chuck them out for free and just let people listen to it and that.
Oh, right.
Got like 150,000 views on one of them.
God.
There's a video for another one, but yeah. I'm not singing that.
not gonna pretend to be. I appreciate that. I asked people to give me some questions for you. Obviously, one of them was about that. The weird thing is, and like I've noticed this with anybody that's been in anything like Towie or Geordie Shore or anything like that, and a lot of the questions were about your love life. Now, are you cool with that? Does that not bother you in the slightest?
It's just part and parcel of it, isn't it? Like it was the life the path I chose, so I can't complain about it after. No,
but after the event. If people keep on saying, why were you so out of luck?
I get people that ask me about like my ex from 4 or 5 years ago or something. I've been like, like, what do you want me to say? Like,
I know.
So but again, like, to them we are characters, we're not people, if that makes sense. So like, I'll walk along the street and someone will go, all right, Rick. They don't know me, I don't know them, and that's just sort of like, oh, you're right, mate, like, and it just goes on like that. So like when it comes to them sort of questions, it's just the same as like if you was to watch a film and you wanted to know something, like, oh, what happened to you and that? Like it's just sort of like they don't see you as a person as much more of a character, because that's how they've watched you. Yeah. So I sort of get used to it now. I'll never say like, oh, shut up or whatever. I just answer the questions and then they're all from a long time ago. So it's it's sort of like irrelevant. Like the one that they'll be asking about, it was like 18 months ago.
Yeah.
And the one that they'll be asking about before that would have been 4 years ago. So it's sort of like.
Did you leave Towie to go into Geordie Shore?
I left.
Is that right, how that works?
I left Towie because they gave me an ultimatum. They said, you either be single or you don't fit. Obviously, it don't work because she's on a different show.
Right.
So me being an idiot went, all right, well, I'll leave the show. I shouldn't have really, but obviously at the time you go with your heart, I suppose. So I regret it now, but it's just one of them things, isn't it?
Yeah. Because that's a bit weird, isn't it, when people start, like producers start dictating who you can go out with. That's pretty. Well, they didn't dictate. It was just sort of like you got an option. You either stay, be single, and get a relationship. Well, that was one of the questions actually. Are you likely to go back into it?
To be honest, it's not really up to me. I mean, I'd go if they was to want me back and they saw a space for me to be back in it. Then I'd happily go back. But I don't think that'll happen.
No.
But who knows? If like the public wanted me to and the producers saw it was the right thing to do, then I'd go back. But at the minute, I'm sort of not. That's at the back of my head. I'm focusing on other things like the panto films, other little bits and pieces.
Cool. All right. And here's a question for you from Crystal Lee. Yeah. Right on Twitter. Do you know her? Do you know her? Yeah.
Super fan.
She says, "What made you want to take part in the pantomime?"
For the last few years, I've never really wanted to challenge myself. I've always been a bit like, I'll stick to reality, and I'm comfortable there.
Do what you know.
And then I got offered the opportunity to be in it, and I sort of, at first I was like, I'm going to have to do it or not, and I just went, look, just do it. And my agent was like, are you sure it's a big commitment? I said, listen, take my answer, otherwise I'll say no. So we done it, we took it, and it's been going pretty well so far. Like, I've not really had many hiccups. They're very happy with it. They said I'm a lot better than what they was going to expect. I'm getting all the lines and all the acting and that. I'm pretty dramatic as it is, but the only thing I'm really worried about is the singing. Just because obviously it's just me and Cinderella singing. She's belting them out. And then I come in and do my bit.
Well, you're probably better than you think.
Well, that's what they say. But like obviously because it's not something that I'm used to doing, I can't have an automatic confidence in it because I don't know. But like once obviously I do a show, maybe I get some feedback and they say, oh, you're not actually too bad, and then maybe I'll pick up a bit of confidence. But at the minute they're saying, oh yeah, you're great, but. I mean, they're not going to say, oh, you're terrible, are they? So.
Well, no, you're right. Of course, they're not going to say that. But, your director would.
Yeah, well, he said, like, if you couldn't sing, we wouldn't put it in there because it won't be good for the show. So I was like, well. I mean, they do it every year, these lot. And I've never done anything like it, so it's all a bit daunting, actually. But I'm sort of half getting there. I'm doing better than I thought I'd do, so.
Anna Jones says, ask him what he's been doing whilst he's been in Wrexham. He's probably haven't been here long enough, have you?
When did I get here? I got here Friday. To be honest, Friday I got here quite late, so I just had a drink in the bar and went to sleep. And then where we've been rehearsing and that, by the time I get home after being up in the morning rehearsing all day, I get back to the hotel and I'm just shattered. So I haven't really done much. Yesterday I had a day off and I went to a spa and just had a little jacuzzi and a sauna and that. But other than that, I haven't really seen it yet. I will do once I've sort of finished rehearsals and I can be a bit more confident that I'm going to be all right. But at the minute, no, I haven't seen much of Wrexham yet.
Right. Yes. You've still got till the end of the year.
I've got a long time yet. 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Will you go back for Christmas? You going home for Christmas?
Just for Christmas, yeah. We got a show on Christmas Eve at 2:30, I think.
Yeah.
So then as soon as you finish that, I'll drive back to Essex, go around my mum and dad's and have Christmas and then back Boxing Day.
For a 2:30 show?
Yep.
Not easy, is it?
It's a 4-hour journey.
It is madness.
Yeah.
Katie Thomas, she says, right, obviously now with a lot of you guys have been in like Celebrity Big Brother and I'm a Celebrity. Interested in doing anything like that? Have you ever been offered anything like that?
If I've got the opportunity to do it, I would definitely do it, obviously, because it's just an experience that I'm pretty much sure most people would want to do. And also, like being on a show like Towie, you get the edit will edit you in a particular way. So like if they want a baddie in it, then they'll take out the good bits you say and leave in the bad bits. And I sort of got not portrayed as a baddie, but I didn't get my personality out there. I'm just a laid back, chill, dramatic person that likes to just, do you know what I mean, have fun and jump around, not take life too seriously. But like I think most of the public probably think I'm a bit, I don't know, because of the relationship I had on the show and that, it sort of portrays you as a different person. So,
yeah.
So I'd like to go on a show like that where you could just be yourself.
Which one would you fancy the most?
Probably I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, only because I don't think I'd want to be stuck in like a house like with nothing. No. Like, I'd rather be like doing things like going to the jungle and then going and doing a trial and doing this and that, and like just sort of I'd like to try and I'll do all the tasks anyway, but yeah, that's probably what I'd prefer to do. But I'm not picky. If they wanted, any of them wanted me, I'd take the opportunity.
Yeah, I'd like to go on I'm a Celebrity.
Yeah.
Not that I would never get asked.
Yeah,
but
I just want to.
I've always thought I'd love to go on that show.
It's just a challenge, isn't it? You got to see if you can
everything
do it,
about it. Although one thing that makes me think nowadays people kind of know how to work it. If someone said to me, I would say now, I'm not getting in a coffin with snakes, right? There's no way I'd get over there and suddenly go, all right, I can do it now. I'm not getting in a coffin with snakes.
I give it, it's just, once you've been put in that position and you know the camera's in front of you, I sort of like, I'm just going to do it. Because everyone's watching, you're just going to do it. That's what, like, I wouldn't necessarily want to eat a spider.
Yeah.
But if I was in that sort of competition, then I'm going to eat a spider just because that's why I'm there, you know. I'm not gone to the jungle to say, oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that, because there's nothing there that you're going to like, really. Yeah. So I would just do them all, regardless of how scared I was. I'm not really that bothered, but I don't like insects around, like going up noses.
No. We'll get your management onto it. Get on to next year.
There are. Imagine how many celebrities out there that want to do the same thing. You know?
Everybody seems to look. It looks like nobody wants to do it, doesn't it? I mean, everybody goes.
I think they probably all get prepared, like by their age. Oh, don't forget to be a bit like this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Experience that not a lot of people get to do. That's how I would look at it. As it's just different. I've never been locked in a house with no TVs with people I don't know, and I've never been to a jungle and force-fed spiders. So it's an experience rather than lowering yourself.
Well, it's lovely to meet you.
Sweet as.
Oh, good. And you? Good luck with everything you do.
I hope so. I hope it goes well, man.
Yeah. There you go, Mr. Ricky Rayment. Here we go. Rayment. Can't speak. Just got a bit excited there, I think. Just to clarify, right, I'm not getting in a coffin with snakes, all right? That's the end of it. No one's talking me into it. No ants, no deck, no nothing. Anyway, there you go. That's Michael Jenkins, Charlotte Knowles, and Ricky Rayment, who are starring in Cinderella up at the Stiwt Theatre. And tickets. I suppose you're going to want to know how to get tickets. It opens tonight. You can go and see it tonight. Box office number 01978 841 300. 01978 841 300. Or indeed, you can just go to Stiwt.com. That might be easiest. I'm just looking on their flyer here that an opening night offer tonight. You can go for just £10. 7 o'clock tonight. Get yourself up to the Stiwt in, here it comes, Ruslanesligrog. Is that right? Let me know if it's wrong, will you? Good luck to all of them. All right, now then, tonight at the William Aston Hall, Shawaddy Waddy are coming to town. You what? Shawaddy Waddy coming to Wrexham? Yes, indeed, they're coming. If you'd like to try and get tickets for that, the number is 0844 888 9991. That's 0844 888 9991. There is an email, but I doubt you'll be able to use that now. I'll give you it anyway. live.events@glyndŵr.ac.uk. live.events@glyndŵr.ac.uk. Go to it anyway, because there's hundreds of things coming to Wrexham between now and next year. Unbelievable. What a great lineup of people coming to Wrexham town. I like this. Aerosmith, are you having a laugh?
Just give me a kiss.
Marvellous. Right, if you have got anything that you would like promoting on my show, it's dead easy. All you need to do is go to Andy Snowden at Calon FM, stage and screen, on the old Facebook, and give me the details, and I will read them out. And if you're feeling brave, like those three, you can come on the show if you want. You can come on the show and tell everybody about it. I double dare you. Right, here's a bit of shawaddy-waddy for you.